Podcast. This is guerrilla podcasting.
I mean, yeah, we're using a selfie stick as our mic stand. We're not exactly a high-end operation. That's a Rock Band microphone.
Good.
This is the Bros Goes podcast. It's been a hot second since we recorded anything. My name is Mike.
And I'm Sean.
And this time we went to Louisville, Kentucky.
Fucking Louisville.
Screwyville. Yeah, it was a pretty rowdy time. We were there for 36 hours.
It's a day and a half.
Yeah, not too long. We got an Airbnb.
Metric day and a half.
Metric day, yes. 1 metric day. I think that's how that works. So that was a really good time. We went down there, didn't spend a whole lot of money. Went and saw a distillery tour. Forgot to talk about that.
Shout out to Peerless Distillery.
And their complete lack of bourbon. Big whiff on that.
No bourbon, which was a mistake on our part.
There's more bourbon in my glass right now than there was in that place.
Well, they had rye.
They had rye.
I don't fucking drink rye.
Mm.
I'm not fucking Hemingway.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, and it was... So the tour was fine. I've been on a number of whiskey tours. I think Sean has too. It's like a good thing to do. But once you've heard one, you've heard them all.
Louisville is like the home of bourbon, so there were better options. I suggest Evan Williams because they know they're cheap whiskey and they treat it as such and give you a shitload. So, yeah, don't drive there, but yeah, it's a pretty good time.
Good value for money, the Evan Williams Distillery.
Yeah. They got these farmers so fucking drunk when I went there that, like, they were texting themselves. It was fucked up.
That's a previous trip to Louisville. This was my first time in Louisville. Sean had been there before. But yeah, we went to the Kentucky Peerless. It had a great rating on TripAdvisor. Usually TripAdvisor is a pretty good way to go. It was fine. The liquor was pretty good, but I'm like you. I'm not a rye guy. I'd much prefer to drink bourbon.
You gotta be a certain caliber of hipster to enjoy rye.
Or an old man.
Or pretend to enjoy rye would be more accurate.
You could just be an old dad, like just hanging out, drinking rye, and I don't know. I mean, I guess you're from in the 50s at this point. This
What do you do if you drink rye? You strike your wife. Like, that's what rye people do. Like, you smoke inside and get mad when people tell you not to.
Drinking rye whiskey and smoking inside, definitely, there's a correlation there. There has to be.
I'm going to do that later.
Pull the data. Get the data.
Pull the data. Pull the dads.
So when we went to Louisville, we stayed in an Airbnb in a neighborhood that doesn't exist. We stayed in a place that I guess was called Phoenix Hill, now called Nulu, I guess, but that threw me off.
The locals essentially told us we were living in a pocket dimension and would refuse to acknowledge that it was called Nulu and or Phoenix Hill.
Nobody told us where we were. The only reason I know it was Nulu is A, there was a mural, and B, on my Airbnb review, which we did very well on, the lady said they had a good time in Nulu. I'm like, that's where we were. That's what it was.
So kind of I would say it's already up and came neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool spot, pretty low-key, really walkable to downtown.
Oh yeah, like, no joke, to 150 yards to the baseball stadium. Like, there's a brewery on the way you can stop at. Like,
yeah, they play bluegrass, I forget the name.
That was Goodwood.
Goodwood.
That place was pretty good. The beer was nice. There was, a band setting up when we were there. There's an excellent chicken joint that you need to check out if you go there.
Shout out to Royals Chicken.
Shout out.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ate my sandwich so fast it had recoil. Like, I could not get that in my body quick enough.
You got like the hot Hawaiian chicken, which was their special that day.
Of the day, yeah.
That looked good. I got the regular hot chicken. The hot chicken was amazing. The fries that came with mine were real good, but I would say not enough of them, but it was quite good.
I would have chopped it up and started it. It was that fucking good.
Yes, so Royals Chicken, must do in Louisville. Check that place out. It's in Nulu. Or Phoenix Hill.
A.K.A. Phoenix Hill.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Pocket Dimension. A.K.A. like Twin Peaks Chicken. A.K.A.
near the baseball stadium. Like,
baseball chicken.
It's very good. Check that place out. That first night, so we done the distillery tour, and we got into town.
Oh yeah, boys are back in town.
Went to the chicken place, that was good. Went to some other bar, I don't remember.
Fucking Third. That dive bar. Dive on Third.
That place was cool.
Yeah, dude, check out Dive on Third, or Third Dive, whatever the fuck. It's not the downtown area where it's full of, like, tourists.
It's right near 4th Street Live. You go, like, a block and a half away from 4th Street Live, which is this big, like, Universal Studios style tourist trap.
Yeah, it's like
very out of place.
It's an imitation Nashville. It's like low rent Nashville knockoff.
Lowest rent. It's like Nashville in like a mall. It's like a mall.
Bunch of hammered chicks and rompers and a bunch of bros. So if that's your thing.
Which should be ours, by the way. But you made the name of the podcast like.
Yeah, well maybe.
You should have put your romper on and like stomped around down there.
I would have looked too good.
You're too good. That place, it's like a kind of place where you can go to like the Jim Beam Experience and the
Rock Cafe,
Gordon Biersch. Like it's just like chains. It's whatever.
Yeah, whack shit. Don't do it.
But But the dive bar on 3rd, like a full city block over, that was pretty slick, and
Correct.
The drinks were cheap. Like I think I got 2 Lone Stars for $5.
I think they have live music every night of the week too, according to their sign.
And I think it's a law in Louisville that every bar must serve a whiskey and beer for $5. Everywhere we went, whiskey beer $5 combo. So you get a shot of whiskey.
It's like they're almost daring you.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you're in Louisville. You got $5.
Don't you?
Yeah.
You know?
You can drink this whiskey and this beer, can't you?
And hey, guess what? Bars are open till 4, so you don't need to see your family.
I found out not every bar, but I would say 1 out of 3 or 4 is open till.
Be out till 4. You don't have to go home. You don't got to see that wife. Those kids getting on your nerves? Whiskey and beer, $5.
Yeah, they're drinking all your rye.
Mm-hmm. We got bourbon.
Yeah, no shit.
But so that was cool. We went there, played some pool poorly, watched the most like archetypal barfly argument over sports you've ever could have seen. When people were getting heated, that was pretty funny.
There's a certain kind of sad when you see grown men drinking by themselves arguing over collegiate players. I don't get it.
Look, I kind of get it. I love college sports. It is my favorite kind of sports after soccer and...
Well, motherfucker, you went to college.
Well, yeah.
I can tell you these people did not.
Well, yeah, but I can tell you what, I liked the Buckeyes when I was a little kid because I grew up in Columbus. They're basically your pro team here. So.
Okay, if you were a little kid drinking by yourself talking about it, then yeah, I would be concerned.
Well, that one guy basically was. Look at this 21-year-old white dude was arguing with this like 46-year-old black man, both shit hammered, arguing about college basketball. I think it was women's college basketball at one point they were arguing about. It was bizarre. But that was fun. So at the end of the day, if that's what you're looking for, check it out. From there, I have no idea what we did the rest of that day. Went to Bardstown.
Went to Bardstown Road, dude.
Yeah.
Went to spot at the 2 houses put together.
Tap room. Bardstown Road is a neighborhood called like Hillside or Hillside or something like Highland. So
Highland Tap Room.
Highland Tap Room. That was pretty rowdy. Like 2 houses. They're not even connected. Just 2 separate houses with the front yards turned into a patio, and like you can see 2 different kinds of wasted people depending on which house you're in.
Yep.
See like karaoke wasted people or people who like to get wasted near DJs. And then
DJ wasted.
Yeah, DJ wasted.
Yeah, DJW.
Oh, excellent.
Correct.
So
that's actually my new DJ name, DJ Wasted.
DJ Wasted.
Yeah. DJ Impractical. DJ Can I Get a Ride?
DJ Not a Good Show. Like just roll
DJ Have You Seen My Capacitors? My ancient turntable.
But he thought he was neat. And the patio is just classic. Felt like a college bar almost. But
so Bardstown Road is definitely the place to be if you're not wanting to do the gimmicky like bro bar trash at 4th Street Live. It's where the locals hang out, the younger people hang out, like college kids were there, you name it.
There's a lot of college kids,
like
a lot of mid-20s
bars,
mid-20s college kids just getting shit ripped. But at the same time, there were, there was a decent older contingent, so it's not on campus or anything. So yeah, that place was fun. If you're looking to get rowdy, check that out. I tapped early. I think I made it till like 11:30.
So Mike needed a nap.
Yep.
Mike had enough. He has, as I've said before, canonically low stats.
That's absolutely true.
What you call a starter friend. You find him early in the game. He's not very strong.
Look, I'm trying to level up, but really I'm only good against the first 2 gyms, and then I'm out. So.
Well, that is the kind of attitude that will leave you in that position.
You know what, though? I'm still a very popular character, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, okay, fuck you. so is Voltor.
I am the Pidgey of this
you are
podcast.
You are a rat-tata.
I think I'm Eradicate by this point, but
you're never gonna evolve more.
Damn it, I'm still here.
So anyway, I walked Michael back and put him to bed. I took him in, read him a story, and then I go the fuck back out. I was out till 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because these bars stay open and just continue to dare you to push your limits.
I got a text from him that I didn't see till the next morning that said, "Hey, what's the address of where we're staying?" And that was at 1:30, and he stayed out for another 3 more hours after that. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I try to tell the fucking Lyft driver, I'm like, yeah, I'm in Phoenix Hills. They're like, ha ha ha.
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't even
I don't
exist.
even know what that is.
Like, the sun's about to come out. Give me a goddamn break.
There's a sign. It says you are now entering Phoenix Hill, established yada yada, and yet everyone is insistent this neighborhood does not exist.
So if you like staying out late, Louisville might be your jam. So just heads up.
Kentucky in general might be your jam, but yeah, Louisville was.
Oh, they did put a nix on the smoking inside thing.
That is, I was thrown by that. And usually, I'm used to when you go to Kentucky, you walk out smelling like you just went through 3 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, just plan on throwing those clothes away.
But not anymore. That's gone. So and they're now
Thankfully.
like most of the rest of the country, where you can just not smoke inside.
A bit more civilized.
Well, so that was the first night. That was pretty rowdy. Sean went on an adventure. I tapped early.
So day 2, wake up 7:30, feeling fucking excellent. No, I felt really bad because I'd been out too late.
Yeah, Sean, I would just walk outside. Sean has like a futon. So I have like the bedroom in the Airbnb. Sean has a futon. Sean did not lower the futon. He's like crashed in all of his clothes under a blanket that covers his head, like under the like a homeless person sleeping on the street.
I call that mummy sleeping.
So the next day, Sean's wrecked. I go for a bike ride early in the morning. I feel all right. That was pretty fun. Good bike trails. That was cool.
Louisville actually surprisingly very bike friendly,
Mhm.
and
I was pleasantly surprised. Yes.
Mike had to get his tire fixed on one of his bikes, and the guy working there told us there's like all these crazy trails and shit.
Mm-hmm. He mistook us for someone who wanted to go on a 20-mile bike ride when we were visibly hungover, but
Yeah, he thought we were cyclists. No, we were like DUI cycling.
not then. But I was absolutely
like 3 Bloody Marys.
We haven't got to that point yet. You skipped ahead. So the Bloody Marys he's talking about is at North End Cafe. So my bike broke later in the day, but we were at North End Cafe. Definitely worth checking out for brunch, breakfast. That's in a place called Butchertown, which is a pretty dope neighborhood name.
What was that fucking brewery we went to with the crazy music stuff on the wall? We played darts.
That was up. So that was up on the way. So that's after. So we go bike ride, brunch. Brunch was good. North End Cafe. Got a few Bloody Marys. Then we rode around for a minute. Ended up in an area near Bardstown Road. I think it's still the Highland neighborhood, but it's basically down the street. If you're in Bardstown Road and you just keep walking down the hill, you'll end up in the neighborhood we were at. That's when my tire went flat. That's where did we go after?
So Louisville has a lot of...
That's what I'm getting at. That's where the brewery was. So the brewery, that was Gravely.
Gravely.
Yeah, Gravely. I'm drinking out of there.
Gravely. Yeah,
Graveler.
Pokemon on the and fucking like, oh, we were at Geodude Brewery.
I'm just thinking of like Pokemon, me as Eradicate, I'm poor against. And that would not work.
Yeah, stay on your fucking toes.
Yep, no, bite won't work. It's not effective.
You are preaching to the choir. Anyway.
So we go to Gravely. Gravely.
Shout out to Gravely, sweet.
Yes, that place was fun. Played darts.
We're not good at darts.
We were great at darts. I was good at darts. And so they have a cave there you can look at. You're not allowed to go in. For some reason they don't want drunk people going in their cave.
That's because where they keep the ghost.
But bunch of haunters down there.
What if they had a ghost that was chained up? Like,
How would that work? How would that, like, what? No.
Kentucky, bro.
I guess. So they had their cave. They have a nice beer patio. They have live bands there all the time. There's a big stage in that bar that was, no one was playing when we were there, but it looked like a little over 100, 200 person room. That would have been really cool. So they were dope. Bought a glass there. It was so good.
Go there if you like pilsners, lagers, and kolsch's, which is fucking awesome.
Yes, that's why they're so dope.
They're not trying to pump out a bunch of fucking shit IPAs.
Or sours, bro.
When can we get to the point we all agree IPAs don't taste good?
I'm with you 100%. I'm already there. I've been there for ages.
It's like grass. It's like fucking you're drinking bad weed.
Yes. No, I don't like that. Every microbrewery in the world, there's one right near us, Seventh Son. Everyone thinks they're amazing. All their beers is a bunch of overhop nonsense. It doesn't taste good. But you know what? Some people just don't like themselves.
Some people, yeah, right, yeah. Like the motherfucker wearing black jeans and like a long sleeve shirt that's 90 out, drinking an IPA that weighs 100 fucking pounds. I don't get it.
So there's also the dude wearing like the Duluth Trading Company jeans and like an untucked or I take it back, a completely tucked flannel shirt.
Yes.
Just sitting there with a beard that is poorly maintained and a gut because he drinks nothing but IPAs, and so he just gets bigger and bigger.
Smoking American spirits.
Yes. If he smokes American Spirits. That is a fact. Official cigarettes of the hipster.
Correct. I don't just like. It's only males too that are always jones about fucking IPAs.
I guess I've seen a few women who really like IPAs, but like.
I mean, I'm sure there's a few, but like, this is like.
It's just not a good beer. Anyway, the reason why we're talking about that is.
I'm getting pissed. I'm pissed.
These guys worked up.
Fuck this.
Worked up on IPAs, Santa Fe, and Indianapolis. Things that Sean hates. There we go.
Dude, don't even be talking Santa Fe around me. You know I don't fuck with Santa Fe.
The reason why is Gravely or Gravelly. I've heard it both ways. They specialize in lagers and pilsners, and I was in heaven. There's like tasters for like 4 different kinds of pilsners on their board. I had all of them, and they have like Czech style pilsners, German style pilsners, American style. Like they have all the different kinds you want. They're so good. They all taste different. They're all very well made. So check that place out.
So yeah, after that we kind of went back to the Airbnb, collected ourselves, got dinner at a place called Down One.
I still don't know if we ate lunch.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Went to Down One,
which was pretty dope.
The food was good there.
Food was good. So shout out to them. And yeah, I went back out to Bardstown Road later that evening.
No, we didn't. We went past there. We were in Germantown because we went to a bar called Kaiju.
Oh fuck yeah, we did go to Kaiju.
So we caught a lift. Is what, like a $7 lift? Something, nothing. It's not that bad. Out to a place called Kaiju. Absolutely worth checking out. That place was a blast.
Yeah, it's like you can play video games and get like real hammered, which is dope. I am the king of Soul Calibur. If anyone would like to challenge me,
yes. So we get in. We get in
tell
there.
your mother you love her first, because I'm gonna fuck him off the floor.
We get in there, and immediately I'm digging the place. The place is called Kaiju. Their logo's a monster. There's monsters in the window. Go inside. There's free pool. You just have to sort the pool balls yourself because everything's a disaster.
Yeah, there's like this child's toy box of pool balls that you have to like make your own rack with, but whatever.
Yeah, it's free, so whatever. Can't complain too much. Beer is cheap. This drink of beer called High Neighbor, which is 1, great name for a beer.
Local.
2, great little local, just like standard beer flavored beer microbrew. That was good. And they were $3, so put down a number of those.
Yeah, they had free Soul Calibur.
Yes. There was another corner of that bar that has
like Mario Party, fucking Soul Calibur, Mario Kart.
Yeah, there's like 5 TVs all hooked up to like N64s, PlayStations, SNES, it was really cool. And the Mario Kart, we ended up playing with a couple different people, playing a little Mario Kart. Like it was all in Japanese, so like it's Japanese Mario Kart. So you better know what your buttons are. Because you're not, everything's in kanji. Like you're not gonna unless you read Japanese, you're not gonna figure it out. That was cool. There was a rock show going on there too.
Yeah, we did watch like 3 rock bands.
Yeah, that was really neat. All free, no cover. We were drinking whiskey coke. I think my tab at the end of that was like $30. That's it, and we were there forever. It got ripped.
Yeah. Pretty blurry after that.
So Kaiju, absolutely awesome.
All right, so if you weren't into drinking and partying, 1, you're on the wrong podcast. 2, Louisville does have like quite a bit of history.
Yeah.
It's a French settled city.
Yeah, so
which I guess when you think about it makes sense.
Yeah, his name was King Louis. There's a statue of him by I think it's one of the city halls. I found it when I was on my morning bike ride. They
had a lot of museums in the downtown area, little bullshit like local lore and all that. But also, it is like the epicenter of fucking bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are into bourbon, I would say it's your fucking first stop.
Oh yeah, I mean in that city they have the Urban Bourbon Trail, which is because there's not a lot of distilleries that are actually in Louisville. A lot of them from nearby. Bardstown Road, named after the place it goes, Bardstown. That's where Evan Williams is. That's where Bardstown Distilling is.
Old Forester.
Old Forester's there. There's a bunch of them that are right down the way. But they all have setups in Louisville for tourists to check out. Yeah, it was great. I had an excellent time there, and I don't think we spent more than a couple $100.
Dude, Louisville's sweet, man. Like I fucking hate Nashville. It's so overdone and played out. If you want to go a little bit south or north, depending on where you're at, and want to get the fucking bourbon experience and a little bit of country music, Louisville 10 times out of 10 over Nashville. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm getting old, but I dig Louisville.
Maybe I'm getting old. There's a sentence right there. If you're getting old when you say maybe I'm getting old.
Well, maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm getting old, but like
maybe I look at college kids and go, they're like 12. Like
maybe make fun of people that I shouldn't make fun of, like the young.
The young. Yes, when you start referring to people as the young, you are no longer one of them.
Well, they have all their memes.
Louisville was really cool. I liked it. I would say if you could get a flight there for fairly cheap, or if you're within a 5-hour drive.
If you're in the Midwest, it's driving.
Lower Midwest, or any of those old Confederate border states, Louisville or Kentucky being one of them. But if you're anywhere in a 5-hour drive, it's worth doing for a long weekend.
Even if it's just for the Derby.
Oh, well, obviously. The Derby's like a destination event.
We're
not there for the Derby.
If you wanted to have a really good fucking reason to go to the Derby and see, like, a dope town. Or, no, I didn't.
If you're going to the Kentucky Derby, you're going there for completely different reasons than we went there. We went there on a random, like, Saturday in the summer with the intention of going to see a minor league baseball game that we never went to because we didn't bother to look up the time of the game. Which was pretty wedge.
We also refused to look it up, like, obstinately for some reason.
I don't know. It's like, why do any research? Just show up. Everything kind of works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louisville, worth about a 5-hour drive about as far as I'd go. But I had a good time.
Derby.
Yeah, unless for the Derby, and then you're not going there to go to Louisville. You're going there to go to the Derby. So I would say worth a cheap trip.
Yeah, fucking do it. It's sweet. Shout out to the Louisville Cards. The basketball team.
Oh, the Cardinals, yes. Who play in the Yum Center, which is hilarious.
Hey, man. The Yum.
The big Y, the Yum. All right. Well, hey, thanks for checking out our podcast. Also worth checking out, we have a YouTube channel. It's called The Bros Goes. If you look it up, I logged our older podcasts on there. And in addition to a podcast like this, which you may be listening to on there instead of like SoundCloud or somewhere else, I'm putting up short videos, like 5-10-minute videos of our trips. That'll be additional content. We're checking. You can see some of the places we went. It's a lot of pictures of Sean giving me the finger, videos of Sean giving me the finger.
Because fuck him.
Lots of stuff like that. But that's also worth checking out too. So, Bros Goes YouTube channel, and thanks for listening. Definitely appreciate it.
Yup.